Finally from us this evening on the American agenda, corporate survival training. It sometimes seems as if every other business story these days is about layoffs, a financial and psychological blow for those who lose their jobs, obviously, but demoralizing as well for those who are still working. Whether on the job or off, many people become paralyzed with the fear of what is just around the corner. Our agenda reporter Ken Kashiwahara on an unusual program designed to overcome fear.
What you want to do?
I'm Mark, and I want to do it.
Yeah!
They have come to a California redwood forest to confront their new corporate environment.
There's the fear of what do I do when I lose my job, when it's my turn. You jump from what's comfortable to what's uncomfortable. And you have to jump hard and strong and grab for what makes sense for you.
40 feet above ground, they learn to handle their fears.
I know I can do it, but it's so scary.
And they learn to take risks.
When you challenge yourself and you realize that if you just push yourself, you can go and you can do it, it makes a huge difference than spinning your wheels and worrying about what if this, what if that, what if I get laid off.
What looks like frivolous games is serious business. The Amdahl Corporation pays about $250 per employee for this unusual training program, designed to replace fear and uncertainty with confidence and self-esteem.
The adrenal response of the body from fear, excitement, whether it's due to downsizing or due to being 35 to 45 feet up in a tree, is similar, almost identical.
Over the last 2 years, Amdahl, a computer manufacturer, has laid off nearly a quarter of its workforce, restructured its business, and redefined many of its jobs. Managers are forced to do more with less and to work with teams of employees who have never worked together before.
Daddy, we're holding the other way.
The training program teaches new team members to support each other.
Oh, is that good? Then I'll come around yours.
They learn to communicate with each other to get the job done.
Okay, I'm going to let go of my rope.
And they learn what happens when they don't communicate.
Got it?
Hi, welcome to the
Whoa! I knew I was...
Stay with him. There wasn't the verbal communication. I just noticed it was like, boom, they were just switching ropes and going, you know? Yes, but look at the consequence. Nick, what happened to you? Consequence of that behavior was...
Fell.
Nick was on the ground.
Skeptics have questioned the value of companies paying for their employees to come out here to play games for a day. But many of the companies keep sending their employees back for more. And many of the employees say they and their companies are better off because of it.
2 years ago, the Kodak Copier Western Division, hit by layoffs and restructuring, sent its sales managers through the tree training program. That year, the division went from last in company sales to first.
I think where it's translated the most, though, is in a mental set, is the attitude says, why not? You know, rather than saying this isn't the way it's done, it says, why not try it?
Ready!
Kodak believes that attitude is so important to its success, it paid for a refresher course for sales managers. One exercise was designed to build trust in each other. Other companies are also sold on the idea. SBE, which manufactures communication systems, was suffering from low worker productivity. After sending half its employees through the tree program, the company cut the time it takes to get its product to market from 30 days to 10.
As a result of this kind of training, we unleash the power of these people to get after things. And they've done it. They've responded beautifully.
That, of course, is what Amdahl is banking on by taking its employees to a neutral environment where they are forced to learn about themselves and their team members from the risks they take. The company then hopes to transfer the lessons of cooperation and communication from the woods back to the workplace.
I think this has brought us together because everybody supported one another.
I'm going to try really hard to recognize where the risks are appropriate and make them.
That feeling of closeness, that feeling of shared experience, of building trust, I think that will stay, and that's a building block that we'll move on from.
Ken Kashiwahara, ABC News, La Honda, California.
This has been a presentation of ABC News. More Americans get their news from ABC News than from any other source.